Hi, everyone. Sean Gilliam here. Welcome to another episode of my podcast, Real Estate on the Front Range. Today, we're going to be taking a look at the monthly market update for June. I'm going to highlight the most recent data so you can see how the market is trending along the Front Range. But also, I want to highlight some important economic data that we had come in this week. The inflation rate continues its downward trajectory. So for the month of May, the inflation rate was at 4%, and that's compared to April when it was at 4.9%. So it continues to go downward from its high that we saw last June when it was at 9.1%. So moving in the right direction. Now, how do mortgage interest rates fare when the inflation rate goes down? Well, typically the mortgage interest rate will go down with the inflation rate. We didn't see a dramatic change today, but we hope to see that happen here towards the latter half of this year. Right now, the bad news is the inflation or the mortgage interest rate average for a 30-year fixed rate loan was at 7%. So not the best news. But again, that should be going down as the inflation rate goes down. Now, if you need some help purchasing a home or seeing how much home you can qualify for and what mortgage interest rate you actually would get based on your financial situation, how much money you're putting down, that kind of thing, I know some great local lenders, so don't hesitate to get in touch if you just want to do some exploration and see if now is the right time for you to make a move. It's always good to do some research, and I'm always here to help you to do that. The next thing I want to highlight is that as we look at our economy, overall, it's resilient on a national scope, but there's always the individual economy that we all experience. And some of us aren't in a great situation. We've lost a job, or for whatever reason, we can't keep up with our mortgage payments. And so I have seen an increase in the foreclosure lists that I receive weekly. It used to be some weeks we get an empty list, so nobody was getting that notice of an election in demand. That's the letter that the county public trustee sends out if the bank contacts them and says, hey, you're not making your mortgage payments. So that letter basically says that you have 120 days to cure. Otherwise, they're going to put your house up for public auction to the highest bidder. Now, there is hope, like I said. Colorado has a hotline. There's ways to work with your lender to see if you can cure that loan or default in your loan. So you do have options out there. I can help you with that. So don't hesitate to get in touch if you or someone you know has received that letter from the county. And time is of the essence, though, because the clock is ticking once you receive that letter. So you need to get moving quickly. Don't sit around and wonder what to do. Give me a call and I'll help you with that process and guide you through it so that either you can find a way to stay in your home, or worst case scenario, if you have to sell your home, I can help you make sure that you get it done on time so that we beat out the public auction potential there. So good thing is that most of us probably have a decent amount of equity in our homes. And so therefore we can sell our house and walk away with some money in our pocket until we can get back on our feet and then someday down the road buy a home again. So again, don't hesitate to get in touch if you or someone you know needs help with foreclosures. All right, let's go ahead and get into the data for Boulder, Larimer, and Weld counties and see how the market is trending. Let's start with our most recent data from Boulder County. We're looking at the month of May of this year compared to the month of May last year. Granted, that was a very different market. Things were flying off the shelves fairly quickly. Mortgage interest rates were still fairly low, but we saw that in June of last year, that's when they got exceedingly high and the market all but stopped. So just to put things in perspective as we look at these numbers. I'll start with new listings. For the month of May this year, they're at 441. That's down 12.3% from last year. Closed sales are at 278. That's down 20.3% from last year. Days on market until sale, that's 48. That's up 108.7% from last year. The median sales price is at $847,000 for a home here in Boulder County, and that's down 6.8% from last year. The average sales price is $1,105,903. That's down 1.5% from last year. The percent of list price received is 99.8%. That's down 6.3% from last year. And the inventory of homes for sale is at 554. That's up 53.9% from this time last year. Part of that is due to the fact that going back up here to the days on market until sale, it takes 48 days on average for a home to go under contract. And so that's more than a month. So when homes are put on the market and they're hanging around before they go under contract for more than a month, that data keeps piling up month to month. And that's why we see that inventory of homes for sale is higher here, significantly higher compared to last year at this time when homes were selling within or going under contract within 23 days. The month supply of inventory is 2.4. That's up 100% from last year at this time. And that's reflective of the amount of inventory of homes we have for sale. Just want to point out that the new listings, it's not significant. We're not getting a whole lot of listings on the market. I think right now we're kind of in a stalemate. A lot of buyers and sellers are holding back, waiting to see what's going to happen with interest rates or with what's going on with the economy. There's all sorts of variables that can play into people's personal psychology as to when or why they're going to make a move. So we'll see how things bear out as we go throughout this summer. Let's look here now at Larimer County. New listings, 639. That's down 10.6% from last year. Closed sales is 464. That's down 16.1% from last year. Days on market until sale is at 54. That's up 58.8% from last year. Median sales price is over $579,000. That's down 2.6% from last year. And the average sales price for a home in Larimer County is just over $669,000. That's down 2.8% from last year. Percent of list price received, 100.1%. That's down 4% from last year. And then our inventory of homes for sale is 682. That's up 42.1% from last year at this time. And as such, the month supply of inventory is at 1.8. That's up 80% from last year. Looking over here at Weld County, new listings, 594. That's down 25.6% from last year. Closed sales, 477 for the month of May. That's down 27.1%. Days on market until sale is 53. That's up 39.5% from last year. The median sales price is $505,000. That's down 0.4%, so not a big change. The average sales price is $561,000, and that's down 2.9% from last year. Again, not a significant change. Overall, home values are remaining constant year over year, despite all that's happened here in our economy and with the housing market in the last year. Percent of list price received is at 100%. That's down 2.8% from last year at this time. The inventory of homes for sale in Weld County is 785. That's up 37.2% from last year. And our month supply of inventory for Weld County is 1.8. That's up 80% from last year at this time. All right, we took a look at the year over year change in data. Now we're going to take a look at the month over month change so that you can see how the market is trending here in the immediate past. So this is comparing May, our most recent set of data, to April, the month prior. And you can see how the market is trending here month to month. Starting with new listings, for May, we saw 441 new listings, and that's up 14.9% from what it was in April. Closed sales is at 278, and that's up 21.9% from April. Days on market until going under contract, that's 48. That's down 15.3%. So that's good. Homes are selling faster or going under contract more quickly. The average sales price for Boulder County is $1,105,000, almost $1,106,000, and that's down 2.2%. That's a very minor difference, so not an indication that home values are going down. The percent of list price received is at 99.8, and that is up 0.5% compared to what it was in April. Inventory of homes for sale is at 554, and that's up 14.5% from what it was in April. And the month supply of inventory is at 2.4, and that's up 18.2% from what it was in April. All right, let's take a look at Larimer County. New listings, 639. That's up 25.1% from what it was in April. Closed sales, 464. That's up 25.2% from what it was in April. Days on market until going under contract, that's 54. That's down 20%. The average sales price for a home in Larimer County is just over $669,000, and that's up 0.4%, not a huge change. Percent of list price received, 100.1, and that's down 0.1%. So on average, homes are still selling at list price, even a little higher sometimes for Larimer County. The inventory of homes for sale is 682, and that's up 24.3% from April. And the month supply of inventory is at 1.8. That's up 25% from what it was in April. Again, an indicator that it's still a strong seller's market when you just look at the inventory of homes for sale or the month supply of inventory. And lastly, we'll take a look at Weld County. New listings, 594. That's down 1.8% compared to April. Closed sales is 477. That's up 11.5% from April. The days on market until going under contract is 53, and that's down 12.4%. Average sales price for a home in Weld County is 561,000. That's up 4.6% from what it was in April. The percent of list price received is 100%. That's up 0.2% from what it was in April. The inventory of homes for sale is 785, and that's up 14.5% from what it was in April. And the month supply of inventory is 1.8 months. That's up 18.2% from what it was in April. I hope that was helpful. If you have any questions about any of the data and what it means to you personally, or if you want hyper-local data from your neighborhood so you can see how much your home is worth, don't hesitate to get in touch. I'd be glad to help with you, consult with you for free, and give you an idea of how much you can sell your home for. Also, if you're looking to buy a home, as I mentioned before, I know some good local lenders that can help you assess, is this the right time to buy for you, how much home you can afford, and what's the best decision moving forward. So I have great resources for you, so don't hesitate to get in touch. You can reach me here at 970-313-6706, and look forward to talking to you soon. Take care.